Hello again. The poems that I have for you today, it's three shortish poems, and they're all about war at sea. The first of them is by Isaac Rosenberg, who was a rather well-known First World War poet, and it's called Lusitania. Lusitania, of course, was the liner that was sunk by a German U-boat and brought the United States into the First World War. So this is Isaac Rosenberg's short poem on that. Chaos that coincides with this militant purpose. Chaos, the heart of this earnest malignancy. Chaos that helps, chaos that gives to shatter mind-wrought, mind-unimagining energies for topless ill of dynamite and iron, soulless logic, inventive enginery. Now you have got the peace-faring Lusitania, Germany's gift. All earth they would give thee, chaos. And the other poems I'm going to read for you are both by Rudyard Kipling, and both of them sound like quite straightforward poems, but neither of them actually is. They both require a bit of explanation. So the first of them is called The Eggshell, and this sounds like a rather strange little fantasy poem, but in fact, the Eggshell is a torpedo boat, and it sinks another boat at the end of the poem. So the Eggshell. The wind took off with the sunset. The fog came up with the tide, when the witch of the north took an eggshell with a little blue devil inside. Sink, she said, or swim, she said, it's all you will get from me, and that is the finish of him, she said, and the eggshell went to sea. The wind fell dead with the midnight, the fog shut down like a sheet, when the witch of the north heard the eggshell, feeling by hand for a fleet. Get, she said, or you're gone, she said, but the little blue devil said no. The sights are just coming on, he said, and he let the whitehead go. The wind got up with the morning, the fog blew off with the rain, when the witch of the north saw the eggshell and the little blue devil again. Did you swim, she said. Did you sink, she said. And the little blue devil replied, for myself I swam, but I think, he said, there's somebody sinking outside. And the second poem by Kipling I'm going to read is My Boy Jack, which is often misunderstood because many people think this refers to Kipling's own son, Jack, who did indeed die in the First World War, and Kipling was terribly grief-stricken by that. But the reason why we can know that this poem is not about the death of Kipling's son is that the timing of it when it was written is just completely wrong. And in fact, from the wording of it, one can also pretty much tell this is a poem not about the death of a soldier, but the death of a sailor who died at sea. My boy Jack. Have you news of my boy Jack? Not this tide. When do you think that he'll come back? Not with this wind blowing and this tide. Has anyone else had word of him? Not this tide, for what is sunk will hardly swim, not with this wind blowing and this tide. Oh dear, what comfort can I find None this tide, nor any tide, except he did not shame his kind, not even with that wind blowing and that tide. Then hold your head up all the more, this tide and every tide, because he was the son you bore and gave to that wind blowing and that tide.